The thought I'm having right now is the message that's in my belly right now is that in order to change, there must be change. In order to change, we have to go through changes. That things don't change and stay the same. And the reason that I'm saying this is because there's so much happening around right now. Me, my clients, just the conversations that I'm having, I'm really seeing that, especially as we stepped over into the month of December, there is this kind of like almost like an urgency. Like there's this things feel like they've heated up a bit, like the fire feels hotter. There's a quickening that's I'm sensing in the lives of me, my clients, the people that I'm conversing with. And one of the things that's coming up out of that is um, this, um, oh, what am I saying? It's crunch time. It's crunch time. And I can, my clients, I'm feeling it. My clients are feeling it. And as I'm supporting these women at crunch time, when it's time to decide whether you're in this or not, whether you're going for this or not, whether you are your highness or you're not, whether you're going to live from this new place or you're not. That's the kind of season that I find us in right now. And um and the what that looks like, the decision hinges on you allowing something that feels really normal to be disrupted. So the way that this is panning out is that um, so one of my clients had this opportunity to step into something that is completely aligned with who she is becoming, who she has discovered she is in her highness. And it is, in order to step in, it's requiring her to abandon her normal pattern for decision making. It's requiring her to um to abandon the limits, abandon the limits of what she can see with her eyes, what she knows, what's usual, and what the rules, her usual rules would say about what's even possible when things look the way they do, feel the way they feel. In order for her, this opportunity has come, and in order for her to step into this higher play, higher expression of herself, she's going to have to, she can no longer, it's not possible to step into this higher frequency whilst playing by the same rules, right? By making the decision by the same parameters, by assessing what's possible in her with her senses. It's going to require her to opt for a different operating system, a different paradigm, a different way of looking at it, and coming up with the next step. In order to change, we must go through changes. And it's, I'm very mindful today of what that feels like when we're when the process, the embodiment process, requires us to intentionally step away from what has felt like the way for so long. That a step that when this process requires us to pull ourselves into a new way of being, when the old way of being feels like, felt like the only way, the way, just the way it is, the only way to be. Choosing to see another way is a real, like it is, it's pivotal. It's it's the difference between um going that way and embodying your highness and living from this higher place, or not staying in our lower nature. I don't know if this is making sense. I'm making this video for me because I want to hear myself saying this out loud. I'm figuring this out for myself, um, because it's what I'm seeing in the conversations that I'm having, that it's crunch time. And my God, I'm thinking about a dream that I had this week, last week. I saw in the atmosphere the word crisis, but it was spelt with a K. And I knew that it was the word crisis, but I was so baffled by why was it spelt with a K. And then when I woke up, I went to Google and Googled the word that I saw in the atmosphere in my dream, KRISIS, crisis with a K. And I saw that the original word, the English word crisis, comes from out of this Greek word crisis with a K. And I learned that there was a distinction, that the crisis with a K spoke about a turning point, um, spoke about crunch time, spoke about the example that Google gave was like the example that came to my mind when I researched crisis with a K was that it was signifying a kairos moment, like a moment in time when a judgment was going to be made about which way things would go. A judgment was going to be made about um, it's like a verdict. Like what I saw in my mind was somebody on a life support machine, and the decision being made about whether or not we were going to keep her on the life support machine, see if she wakes up, or if we're going to turn off the life support machines. It's like that's what crisis means in with a K. It means that moment when you make a decision about which way it's going to go. Oh my goodness, I really hope you're getting something from this, because I think it's crunch time for us. And this at this crunch time, you have to decide whether you're going to stay the same or if you're going to change for real. If you're going to keep going the way you've been going, and that way is just leading down at the end, is that's the path to the end, or you're going to once and for all embrace the change and go with this new way. Oh my giddy aunt. I feel this so deeply in my belly. I'm sharing it with you because I'm praying that it speaks to you. December is crunch time. And when I woke up from the dream, I heard that still small voice on the inside of me say, when you see the crisis, don't be afraid, look up. You have to understand, this is what the voice is saying to me, you have to understand that this next crisis, this next turning point, this next pivot point, this next opportunity point, judgment time, is to propel you into new levels of prominence, new levels of success, new levels of highness. My goodness. I'm convinced that this is a word for us right now, a divine download for us right now, that in order to change, we must go through some changes. And now is the time to decide if you're ready for the change. Because if you're ready for the change, it's going to require some changes. You're going to have to decide to go this way when everything in you is saying to keep going the way you've always gone. You're going to have to decide to take the step, to be that person, be your highness, be the different, go the different way, say the different thing, act the different way, in alignment with your highness. My goodness. I feel this one so, so strongly that I want you to consider it, watch this video over again. I want you to hit reply and let me know how this is landing for you. My name is Dion. I am a strategic partner, spiritual advisor, and executive coach to women in senior leadership. If you're watching this, I would love for you to get in touch and let me know how this is landing. See you later.